freebeats.io. Get this beat untagged for free at freebeats.io. freebeats.io. Get this beat untagged for free at freebeats.io. freebeats.io. Get this beat untagged for free at freebeats.io. freebeats.io. Get this beat untagged
What's
for
happening?
free
What's happening?
at freebeats.io.
Freebeats.io. What's up, Instagram? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Matt Marshall. We are back. It's another episode of Ball Around the World. We live streaming. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up this summer. Let me see what's up. Let me see what's up with the chat. What's up? Jay Sand is in the building. What's up, brother? On Instagram. I am streaming live on YouTube. For the best experience, come tap in with me on YouTube, youtube.com/@eatprayball. What's happening? Eat, Pray, Ball. We here. All things soccer, all things being a fan of the game, of the beautiful game. We got a lot going on this summer. We got the Euros. That's what we're talking about all day today. We got Copa America. I'm going to be talking about that all next week. Really interesting friendly match coming up, 4 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. Pacific. USA versus Brazil. USA looked garbage against Colombia. We got smacked up. Hopefully we see kind of a different version of ourselves today. Also really excited to see Brazil. Brazil's going to be on the West Coast. I already got tickets to one of the games over here at SoFi Stadium. So Copa America coming up. I'm going to do a show next week. Every Wednesday this summer. If I'm not live streaming doing the watch parties, come tap in with me here, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. We'll be streaming on YouTube, just talking about, all things soccer, all things we excited about. See who's up in the chat. What's up, Jay Sand? He's on the YouTube. He's in. Yeah, boy said he got their ass kicked. Jay Sand said, oh, yeah, they got their ass kicked. And that's absolutely true. They got their ass kicked. Footballer Clothing just joined up on Instagram. What's happening? Just saying what's up. Yeah, bro, Jay Sand, we're talking all things Euros today. Gonna go through some of the teams, the best teams in the tournament. Some of the lineups I want to see out of the best teams, like a team like England, who is spoiled for choice with players. They have everybody. I don't even know how you would set it up. I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna turn on FIFA, throw up some lineups, and set it up. We'll talk about that, all of that. So yeah, we got a lot coming up. Let me just take a look at the Euro 24 schedule. Euro 24, by the way, starts Friday, the 14th, June 14th. Super excited. Is Friday, June 14th? Today's the 12th. Yeah, that makes sense. Starts in 2 days. We gonna be there. Jason still talking about the USA game. You said what? You turned it off 3-1, and we were telling yourself you can't get any worse. It was bad. We are definitely going to see what's going on. We're going to do a full CONCACAF, CONMEBOL, like a full show next week. We're going to do that just ahead of that tournament starting, which I believe that starts on the 20th, if not. Shoot, I can tell you right now. Copa America starts June 20th. We going to be there. Super excited for that. But today, let's do Copa. Today let's do Euros. 2 more days for the Euros. You can't wait, brother. I cannot wait either. Actually wasn't too excited building up to the Euros, maybe because the Champions League was so great this year. Like I wasn't ready to get to international football. I've been dreading summer a little bit anyway, but no, I'm with you. I think this is going to be really fun. There's a lot to look forward to. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. The boy O Jason just joined. The boy Logic Banks. Tap in with me. We're gonna be watching Euros all summer. So yeah, I'm gonna put up a schedule probably after the stream to talk about which games I'll be just doing live watch parties for. But again, every week, every Wednesday, I'll be tapping in here 10:30 a.m. Pacific time to just talk shit and here. So I want to hear what you have to say. But we gonna get into it. First and foremost, the format. Let's talk format. We've let in more teams this year. June 14th, full month, June 14th to July 14th. Let's see. I'm gonna get to the groups in a second, but obviously it's going to be played in Germany, all over Germany, Berlin, Dusseldorf, Dortmund, Leipzig, Cologne, Frankfurt, Munich, Stuttgart, and Gelsenkirchen. I don't know that city very well. We're going to learn the pronunciation of that city by the time we're done today. What'd you say? What am I thinking about England losing to Iceland? Bro, yeah, we're going to get to that. Definitely. We're going to get to that for sure. Yeah. Let's just talk about what teams are in it. What are the key dates? We can even talk about this official match ball of the Euros. They're gonna call it the Fuss. Oh man, I got to get my pronunciations right. It's the Fußballliebe. That's what I'm gonna call it right now. Fussballliebe. Fußballliebe. Apparently, it's gonna be the first semi-automatic offside technology. They're gonna have. So they have some kind of chip inside of the ball that will allow it to kind of show or call the offsides faster based on where the ball is played and I guess who's on that back line. I'm not sure exactly how that technology is going to work, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see, and maybe they'll implement it in the rest of into the rest of FIFA certified competitions. So. We there. There's also a Euro song, but that's not what I want to talk about. I wanted to talk about the brackets. Let's get into the brackets, man. That's what we're here to do. Group A, we got Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland. Group B, Spain, Croatia, Italy, Albania. I think that's going to be the group of death between Croatia, Italy, and Spain. Group of deaths are a little different this year, right? Like there's going to be 4 third place teams getting in. So we're going to see. I could see Italy getting in, or I could see the group being so tight that there's, maybe if there's too many draws amongst, Italy's going to sit in their shell. And they might, hold for draws, and that will help them. We'll talk about that. Group C, Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, England. That should be an easy group for England. We'll get to that. Group D, Netherlands, France, Poland, Austria. That's not an easy group, but expecting France to get out of that. Group E, Ukraine, Slovakia, Belgium, and Romania. Pretty easy group for Belgium. Should be, at least on paper. Group F, last group, Turkey, Portugal, Georgia, and Czech Republic. Or I should say Czech. I don't know, man. Group B is definitely group of death. I agree with you, Jay Sands, but Group F seems like it might be the easiest group. Like Portugal should have the easiest run on of things. So we gonna see about that too. That's gonna be tough. Let's see. Let's start with Group A, man. What are our predictions for Group A? I'm gonna do like a tournament bracket while we're doing this. So let's talk about the top teams in Group A, and then we'll go kind of from there. Again, top 2 teams of each group will advance, and then the top 4 teams, the top 4 third place teams will also advance to get an even round of 16, so everybody can play. Who's tapping in with me? The boy. Oh, Nico Dorila. Mama Nicole, content to revoir. I'm happy to see you again. I'm happy to see you again too. Je suis content de te revoir. Je suis content de te revoir. Man, my French is bad right now, but Mama Nicole is always keeping me up because it's tough to talk. Who's my favorite team to win the Euros? Footballer Clothing says on Instagram. I'm picking France. We're gonna get to that, but I'm going to pick a dark horse team. I'm going to pick the team who should win it, and then I'm going to pick the team I think is going to win it, which is France. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. Again, if y'all are tapping in on Instagram, I appreciate you. If y'all are tapping in on TikTok, we here. But again, if you want better viewing experience, come tap in with me on YouTube, youtube.com/eat pray ball. Yes, Group B, the group of death. Sir Lancelot, bom dia, boy. Bom dia, my friend. We're here. A hug for you. Un abrazo para voce. I think I said that right. My dog. We all over. We ball around the world. We international with it. Appreciate you tapping in, brother. Yeah, pull up the brackets, Jay Sands. We here. Pull up the brackets. I'm going to show you what we got. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull up the brackets myself on this thing so you can see, you can watch along with me. That's what we're doing today. Let's see. Group A, Germany, Scotland. If you want to fill out a bracket, you can go to gaming.uefa.com too. It's a dope site. It'll let you do what you need to do. So that is one to check out. Let's tap in with that real quick. Let's tap in with this bracket. We in here. Can y'all see this? Let's go. Yeah, so we got Group A, Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland. I imagine it should be a relatively easy group for Germany. I'm not actually. Germany's got a squad. I'm not gonna lie. Germany's got a squad. You can create your bracket. Gaming.uefa.com. I've got. Hold on. Let's pop up the old FIFA and check out Germany's squad. Because they got a good one. That's what we're going to do. I'm picking Germany to get out of this first. Scotland's been great in qualifying. Don't sleep on them. We're going to look at their squad too, but they've been really good. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick them. Between Switzerland and Hungary, I think Hungary's going to hold strong. And that's those are the teams I got getting out of Group A. Let's take a look though. Take a look at these national squads. What are we looking at? Germany. And I love it. This is powered by EAFC. That's how we're going to do it today. Take a look at the squad. Let's see. Tell me what you think about this. Let's go. Let's turn this off and tap this on in. Powered by EAFC. Hold on. Why is it backwards? Take that off. What y'all think? We got Kai Havertz, who former Chelsea boy. I've always liked him. Who we got? Hold on. Let me see what the chat's saying. Germany making it out for sure. Jay Sand says Germany making it out for sure, and I personally say Switzerland. But to be fair, I'm not too familiar with these 3 other teams. I'm not too familiar with Hungary and Switzerland. I know Hungary always comes and they play hard. They sit. Switzerland, I haven't seen any of their games. I haven't seen anything out of them. That's why I put them fourth, because I just really don't know. I don't even know if they have the power to upset. Scotland has been balling, though, so we're going to take a look at that as we look at it. Let's see. What else do we see? Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. Take a look. Their depth is insane. They got Kai Havertz up top, who's done well for Arsenal. Leroy Sané, Jamal Musiala, Goshen's. If they play in this 3-back system, I expect him to be. There's another left back that's missing. I don't know if it's Schlotterbeck, but Schlotterbeck played for Dortmund, did really well this year. He's going to be fire. I expect Wirtz to come in. You know, he was the best player on the best team in Germany this year. So we're going to have to see whether they end up going to like a 4-3-3 and throwing Wirtz in there so that everybody can get there. Let's see. Like if I do like a 4-3-3 attack, throw Havertz up top, Emir Can, man, Gundogan too. They're spoiled for choice. I don't know how they'll do it. Jamal Musiala, I can see being out on the wing, right? And then throwing Florian Wirtz in the middle like that. Can definitely see that with Gundogan and Kimmich flanking him. Goshen's, Rudiger, Ginter, and Wolf at the back. You can also have Schlotterbeck at the back. There's a couple players missing in this in the FIFA lineup. Timo Kehrer is also back there on the squad sheet. So they got a really good squad. Really interested in see what they do. Between Hungary and Scotland, Sir Lancelot says Scotland will fight for the second place for sure. Yeah. Let's take a look at Scotland while we're doing that then. Let's take a look. Because Scotland do have a squad for sure. Let's see. But yeah, that's how I'm imagining Germany will line up with Havertz, Sané, and Musiala up top with Florian Wirtz starting. I'd be really interested to see if he doesn't start. He was, the talisman for Leverkusen. I'm still not fully sold on him, but Germany's kind of a young team with good players and anything goes, but I definitely see them leaving a group, and we're going to see in this bracket what that means, like who they'll end up playing. Let's see. Jason says he hasn't been updating himself with national teams except for that's why we're here today. That's why we're doing this live stream. We just, literally, I wish I could show you. I can show TikTok. I have the Portugal game versus Ireland on. We might have to replay that Cristiano free kick. I don't know if you guys saw that, but he wasn't a free kick. I'm sorry. It was a goal. Just cut in, hit it with his left foot. We'll talk a little bit about that. Let's look at the Scotland team really quickly. Look at the team sheet. Again, I'm using EA FC 24, so it's not like exact, but it gives us like a good understanding of who we have on the team. And what I will do as well is I'm gonna go on over here to see what Scotland's last lineup was, because they haven't done poorly. Again, if you are tapping in with me on Instagram, this is just to show you we are live. Come tap in with us on YouTube. Come speak your stuff. El Soccer Guy's already tapped in on Instagram talking about play a 640. Coach of the year, boy. You are coach of the year. Ash Austin has tapped in. He's talking Foden. Okay, we're going to get to that group. I know a lot of people want to talk about England. I love talking about England. I'm going to probably spend a lot of time on England. I'm not going to spend too much time on Scotland. We're just going to kind of look at their squad one time, and y'all tell me what you think. Let's see. Can y'all see this? Dykes up top. Let me see if FotMob has the same thing. I'm going to play Scotland's last game, their last friendly they just played. Scotland has only won one game in their last 5 matches. Something to keep in your mind. They just lost to Northern Ireland. The lineup they had was, shoot, I might as well show this. Let's see. I'll show this real quick. Let's do that. I'm going to switch it on over. one time. Forget FIFA for now. That'll just be how I build my lineups. But this was Scotland's. This is how Scotland last lined up against Northern Ireland in their 1-0 loss. Y'all able to see this? They had Gunn back at keeper. They had Andy Robertson. Man, they played 5 in the back. Robertson, Kieran Tierney, Cooper, Hendry, and Patterson. Wow. They played a 5-4-1. McTominay usually been scoring goals. They said FOTMob gave him a rating of a 7.0 in that game in this loss. Dykes up top, Billy Gilmore, the former Chelsea boy, and McGinn out on the right wing. This looks like a John McGinn from Aston Villa, baller. Again, they got players on their team, but we're just going to have to see how they line up. But I still fully expect them to get out of this group in second place. In front of Hungary and Switzerland. And we'll have to see. Again, I see Hungary hunkering down. Man, you know what? I honestly should put Switzerland. I don't know nothing about Hungary, and at least I know historically Switzerland has players and ballers. Let's take a look at the Switzerland team, right? At least look at who they last. I haven't watched Switzerland play at all this year. They've won 2 games in their last 5 matches, including a 4-0 drubbing of Estonia. But let's see, what was the last match they played? I'm on FOTMob if anybody's interested in what I'm using to just look at stuff. They played Ireland and smacked them up 1-0. See what kind of lineup they used. You know, Granit Xhaka and Shaqiri are still playing in the midfield. Amdouni. Ndoye, where's Ndoye from? Where do I know him from? Okay, he's playing in Italy for Bologna. Playing 3 in the back. That's what they did against Ireland when they beat them. We're gonna have to see about them. But I'm switching it up. I'm gonna put them in third. Let's just take a look at Hungary while we're here. Man, nobody. Hungary. Let me see what the chat's saying. Don't sleep on Hungary, Sir Lancelot says. That's what I want to hear. Have you seen him play once, Sir Lancelot? I'm a little I'm not quite sure. We're gonna have to see how they play. But yeah, don't sleep on Hungary. I ain't mad at you. I'm gonna try not to. Who did they just play? They just played Israel in a friendly. And then they just beat Kosovo as well. Don't sleep on Hungary. I just know that they have that kind of war-torn vibe. You know, they sit back, they play hard, defend hard. Can I name you a Hungarian star, a European Hungarian star? Szoboszlai, right? Forgot he was Hungarian. Wait, Hungary's your dark horse, Lancelot. Okay, we're going to see. Damn, so should I switch it back up? Are you thinking Hungary and Scotland really battling for second and Switzerland's going to miss out? They got Adam up top. Where's Adam play? Adam playing at in Hungary at Uslan HDFC. Nagdi Skiles, Nagy, the Nagy Bros, Sly. I do not know a lot of these players, man. Slope Sly, 8.4 in this last game. I guess he's really balling for Hungary. We're not going to sleep on him then. We're not going to sleep on him. And for that reason, I'm about to switch Switzerland back to fourth like my gut initially told me, because we're not going to sleep on them. All right, let's go to Group B. Basically, Germany getting out of the group, and I expect Scotland to follow suit. Even if they make third place, I think they're gonna battle it out with Hungary and Germany. So we'll see that. Group B, the group of death. What are y'all seeing, man? What do y'all think? I'm gonna go ahead and go on record and say that in this group, Croatia's getting out. We got to start. It's time we start giving Croatia the respect that they're due. I mean, that's really what it's about. They deserve a lot of respect. They're a top team in Europe. They've finished in semifinals and finals of the last couple of World Cups. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them up top. I think Spain have a really good young team. We're gonna look at them on FIFA too. Matter of fact, let's look at Croatia on FIFA. They're they're an interesting team, man. I mean, on EAFC 24, of course, only the best place to play around with teams and figure out lineups. This is close to the last lineup they had. Let's take a look. Let's get away from the bracket for a second. Y'all, we here. I'm about to hit record on this. Make sure I can record clips for later as we make predictions. This is close to the last lineup they used. I don't know about Perisic in the center back. I typically you'll see Croatia go with like 3 in the back with Gvardiol as that out like left center back kind of thing. I also, and then they'll have like Perisic and maybe not even Stanisic, but this guy who plays for, I want to say he plays Juranovic. Doesn't he play for like Berlin? Plays in the Bundesliga. So I could see them doing this. I could see them doing kind of like a 5 in the back kind of vibe with Perisic and Gvardiol in the back. Juranovic coming up to Sutalo in the middle. Man, but where's Kovacic going to go? You can see Mayer coming up front. Something like this. Modric in the middle. Brozovic out on the left wing. I feel like we're missing somebody. Like Pulisic. Yeah, something like that. So if I'm going to build a FIFA lineup, that's kind of what I'm going with. Croatia has all the experience, Lancelot. Big facts. But the age gap is kind of wild. And I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Croatia's got some veterans. It's getting kind of older, you know, like the likes of Perisic, Modric, obviously, you know, more experienced but older guys. But this seems like it's going to be Modric's last hurrah. I don't know if he'll make the World Cup in 2 years. So this is going to be the thing. But yeah, I definitely have them getting out of the group. Man. So let's see. Let's bring up that bracket again. They had just played in that game against Portugal and beat them. That was the most recent game I saw of them. And they did their damn thing. They were balling. So really excited about them. They'll get out of the group. I think Spain is a really interesting team with Lamine Yamal, getting him all mixed up. But Spain have a lot of good young players, like a lot of them, and that's going to be really fun to see. They could finish. Italy don't look fully there yet. Italy, I'm going to give them 3rd place. This is definitely the group of death. Italy have some good players on their squad, but you know, in watching them, even there's nothing to really be excited about. They do play in a really thick defensive block. So that should be interesting. Let's see. Let's take a look at Italy in that last game I watched them play. They played Bosnia-Herzegovina and beat them 1-0. Pretty slow game, I'm not gonna lie. But Italy did their thing. They it says they had mostly possession, but they really sat in a block. But I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try to zoom it in a little bit. Samaka up top, who I actually expect he'll start. Chiesa for sure is their talisman. He'll start. Cambiaso, Fagioli, Jorginho in the middle, Bellanova. I love the names. Bellanova, Fagioli. Darmian playing for Inter Milan in the back. I don't know about Buongiorno or Calafiori. And then PSG's keeper Donnarumma in the back. But yeah, Spalletti is definitely going to have them organized. We know that for sure. Who else did they have come on? Federico DiMarco plays for Inter as well. I think he's going to start. Like, I would start him, in Cambiaso's position? We'd have to see. But yeah, don't sleep on Italy too. They're not good. Yeah, Lancelot, big facts. Italy isn't as solid as it used to be. They're growing. I just don't understand the direction the team's going in. But again, seeing them against Bosnia, like they are a complete team. They're very organized, so we'll have to see. But yeah, they don't have that confidence that they're just going to go and ball out versus like a Spain who, I mean, Spain look like they're gonna go and shock the world. I'm really excited about some of the younger players. Let's take a look at Spain in a second. What I also wanted to do was bring up some of these betting odds to let you know like what the spreads are for some of these. I'm using Bovada Las Vegas for anybody. For some of these teams, England is the team that everybody is picking to win this. England has, I mean, even Vegas, England has the best chance, which is interesting because, I mean, man, what can we say of England? All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going down the way. I'm gonna go to Spain. I'm gonna go to Spain on FIFA and see what we have. We can also go and see their most recent fixture, but they look a solid team. I just don't know where you put players, so that's why I want to look at them on FIFA, just to see what kind of lineup you would put together. But yeah, Spain look like they might have something in the bag. Last fixture, I guess they haven't played a friendly yet. There's no way. They start against Croatia in the Euro, so that's already going to be a good game on Saturday. Yeah, we're gonna have to put a schedule together of which games I'm going live for and which games I'm watching. I'm watching almost all of these games. I love the Euros. It's gonna be fun, especially these opening group stages, just to see how these teams come out. But yeah, they'll start their last game against Brazil. They lined up like this. Let's take a look. Mark Cucurella outside on that wing back. It looks like he'll be starting. Emerick Laporte. It's their center backs here. I'm just a little confused about. Emerick Laporte is a player who's has a lot of experience. A lot of injuries though as well. Carvajal, certified right back. He's definitely gonna be there. Rodri in the middle, probably the best 6 in the world right now. You can already hear that it's coming home again. Lancelot. He's ready. As long as they don't, bro, we're going to get to England in a second, but I will say just thinking about how they lost to Iceland, and this is back to you, Jay Sands, when they lost to Iceland, and then out of nowhere, you're seeing pictures of Bukayo Saka on the Sun, the Mirror, talking about England's not good enough. Like whenever England do poorly, they got Bukayo Saka on the front page. He came in the 67th minute. He didn't even play in that game really. But they take a loss and it's Bukayo on there. It's mad. It's just crazy. They do it a lot. But again, we'll get to England. England will be one of the most fun to go through. Let's take a look at Spain on EAFC because they are a squad. Let's see. But yeah, this is how they lined up against Brazil. I think it was like a pretty solid lineup. Nico Williams. Talk about young players to look at. Nico Williams playing at Athletic Club right now. Baller. Absolute baller. Young boy, 21 years old, has come into his own at Athletic Club under the tutelage of his older brother Iñaki Williams, who, before Spain started letting black folks play on their team, that's kind of, because he's been a baller. I'm surprised he was never able to get in the Spanish national team. Alvaro Morata. What do we feel like at this point? Alvaro Morata is the only player who really can start. He started for Atletico all year. He's had an okay season. He did well with that Griezmann partnership. But he's just not a talisman anymore, but he is still a certified striker. So he'll be up top. Lamine Yamal, the other young boy, 16 years old. He turned 17, I think, this summer. Absolute wonder kid to watch out for. That's going to be fun. That's why I'm really excited to kind of watch Spain. They got the two brothers, out on the wings now. The two young boys slowly, changing the whole makeup of Spain. So that's going to be real. That's going to be real interesting. But definitely a young boy to watch. Kind of how they lined up this 4-3-3 is kind of how I would do it, honestly. Like if I were to go to EAFC 24, that's pretty much what I would do. Hopefully you guys can see. Hopefully it's not too blurry on here, but that's what we're looking at. We're looking at Morata, Gavi. I think he's out, so we're gonna take him out of this lineup and throw in who do they have? They just had Rodri, Ruiz, and Olmo. So I could definitely see Olmo coming in that place, in that 10 spot. It'll be Rodri. I think Pedri will be there too. So maybe it'll be Rodri, Pedri, and Ruiz. It just depends. Olmo will give you more attack, and you can put Pedri as an 8, or you can throw Pedri up in that attacking position, and then throw Fabian Ruiz, who had a pretty good season for PSG. They got Jesus Navas on the right back, but the boy Carvajal is going to play. What I'm curious about is if Lenormand is going to get this start, or if the boy Nacho Fernandez, the Champions League winner for Real Madrid, will get in there. Looks like Simon will be in the keeper. Emerick Laporte, I can see him starting. And I don't think Jordi Alba is even on the squad this year. So I do not know why he is in here. But more than likely, it will be the boy Marc Cucurella, who, man, they don't even have the boy in the lineup on FC24. So they're going to have to update these rosters. But, yeah, I'd do something like that. Marc Cucurella on the left. And then, Nico Williams up top. Man, they have Ansu Fati. Poor guy. He missed out as well. But it'll be something like this. I could definitely see something like this lineup happening for Spain. So to go back to the bracket, that's who I'm picking. Everybody wants to talk about Group C. So let's get up in Group C. Yeah. Lancelot says it right. It's a fresh team. Spain's got a fresh team. Gonna be interesting to see. But it's good. Like a lot of young boys, like a lot of new faces. That should be fun. Group C, we got Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, England, right? Everybody's fully expecting England to get out of this group easy, right? 3 wins, you think? You think they'll get 3 wins? I expect them to. I expect Denmark is a good squad. I expect Denmark to get second. The Serbs, always a hard team to play. Slovenia, no, not much about them. So I'm going to go ahead and throw them at 4th. And then that's kind of how I see it. Let's take a look. This is what it's looking like for this group. And man, do England have a squad. Like, I don't know. Gareth Southgate has his hands full. I've already put together like a thought of what I would do with this squad. We don't know what formation he's going to roll with. We don't know much of anything about it. But again, I fully expect them to. It's going to be disappointing if they don't get pretty much 3 wins out of these 3 games. I think the Denmark game will be tough. I think Serbia will be tough as well. But England should top this group pretty easily. Let's take a look at this this FIFA lineup, because they're a fun team, man. And then we can look at what was their last lineup. Who did they most recently play? Iceland. We're gonna take a look at that lineup against Iceland, which again wasn't at all anywhere near what's going to be their starting lineup. Obviously, Jude Bellingham had been on vacation as well, so there was a lot going on. But I see Kane starting up top easily. Jack Grealish not had the best season. He's lucky to be on the team, in my opinion. I feel Phil Foden's going to be starting up on that left. Bukayo Saka has got to start on the right? Lancelot says if England doesn't make any mistakes, Group C should end like that, right? The issue with that is England shouldn't be playing to make mistakes, and I think that's been their problem. Like, if England don't finish first, they have themselves to blame. Big facts. Yeah, the problem for me, bro, is they can't be going into games trying not to concede and trying not to lose, which seems to be how Southgate lines things up in general. Instead, they should be going in trying to go ham. Like, okay, Jude Bellingham in the midfield for sure. I can see that. Let me switch this to a 4-3-3 attack on FIFA so that there's like an actual attacking midfield position. I think Bellingham is going to be back closer to Declan Rice as an 8. Declan will be kind of in front. Actually, you know what? We can go back. Jude will and does get forward. So Declan will be the holding midfielder here. Bellingham will be the 8, kind of up and down, box to box. And I myself would throw Cole Palmer in this midfield as well. Man, they do not even have him on FC24, but mark my word, I don't know why they have Henderson. We got to change that. But Cole Palmer for sure should be going right here in the midfield and playing more of attacking role so that Bellingham and Rice can kind of sit back and then Bellingham will be able to go forward. So right there where you see Henderson, that should be Cole Palmer. 4 in the back. I mean, Walker's got to start, right? I can't see Harry Maguire starting. Maybe John Stones, Walker starting at center back. And then Trent has got to be on the right. I know Southgate looked at Trent in the midfield. We're going to have to see how that works. But if they play it right, Trent plays on the right, and then he can kind of come into the midfield with Rice, and while Bellingham and our Cole Palmer Henderson goes forward. I think that would make sense. Again, we know Henderson's not on the squad. He's just not on FC24, so I can't really play with him like that. But I fully expect I can't even say I expect. I don't know what kind of lineup Southgate's going to put out there, but I would definitely throw Henderson in the mix for sure. Cole Palmer in the mix. Cole Palmer has to start after the season he's had. He's already scored, his first goal for England in the friendlies. Could have had 2, really should have had 2 against Iceland, but again, they're just all kind of friendly games. Luke Shaw, he is still hurt, but I expect him to end up starting. If he doesn't start, I could easily see Southgate throwing Trippier back there with Pickford in the back. Like, that would be a dope lineup. Again, forget this Henderson. This would be Cole Palmer. I'm going to go change it at some point. But how they started against England, how they started against Iceland when they lost. They had Anthony Gordon, who's going to be important. Like, the depth is also important. They've got some serious depth on their team. Anthony Gordon on the right. They also have Kobe Mainu, who can come and slot in the midfield. So again, that's really why I think England will do well. I definitely think they have the depth for it. Harry Kane up top. Phil Foden, who likes to play through the center and does well through the center. I would rather have him over here on the left wing. And again, throw Cole Palmer in there. Gahey for what? Crystal Palace. Mark Gahey, really good player. Not sure if he'll start. I think I see Walker in the center back with Trent. But this is how they started. They also talk about depth. They got Eri Konza from Liverpool, who can come and slot it in the back. They also have Joe Gomez, definitely experienced, not really top player anymore, but definitely the experience to come in the back. So they definitely have, again, that depth. Bukayo Saka, we've already talked about. Ivan Toney, haven't even talked about him, but in some of these games, to maybe give Kane a rest, I can definitely see them throwing Ivan Toney up top. He might be the first choice. This one is the hardest one for me. Ebery Eze, bro. Eze is a baller. He's also shown that he can do things for this England team in those friendlies. If Cole Palmer is not starting in that midfield, in that attacking mid position, you can also throw him in there. So England is just deep. The least amount of depth they have is at the back. But even at the back, they got some players. They also got Conor Gallagher, who can slot in the midfield and conk up things. Ollie Watkins, who had an amazing season up top. Like, they are really deep in almost every position. So we're gonna have to see. Young boy to look out for, James Trafford. made the team. He probably won't play. Plays for Burnley. He's a keeper. We'll see. We'll see, but we'll not see. He's not playing. It's definitely going to be Pickford starting. But that's the England team, man. And England are the overwhelming favorites to take this home. Let me see what the latest odds are on Bovada. Euro 24. This man, Lancelot, big facts. It is on you, Southgate. But we already know kind of what Southgate will do. I feel like I really empathize with it, from an American perspective with Berhalter. We already know what he's capable of, and it's not very risky and it's not amazing soccer, but we're going to have to see how it goes. I'm really excited to see them. Let me show you to win it. Let's do futures. I'm going to show you guys what the odds are right now for each team. Man. And while we do that, we can take a look at Denmark too. But again, England, it is definitely England's team to lose. England's turning to lose, unfortunately. Like they really are going in with probably the deepest team, and most winning. Harry Kane has the most goals of any striker this year. Jude Bellingham has had a Ballon d'Or contending year. Bukayo Saka, top player on the second best team in the Premier League. Phil Foden, voted best player in the Premier League. Declan Rice, they got a squad. Wait, I somehow clicked on Olympics. Let's get back to the Euros. Yeah, England plus 250 to win it. The next closest team is France at plus 400. So not even France has as good of a chance as England do to win everything. You can also go match by match. First couple of matches that are happening on Friday: Germany versus Scotland. Germany overwhelming favorites at -375 versus Scotland is plus 1,000. You put $100 down for Scotland to beat Germany, to smack them up at home in this tournament, first game of the tournament, you're getting $1,000. That's a tough one. I probably wouldn't take that bet. I think Germany's going to do well. Switzerland are actually favorites over Hungary, which, again, if you believe what Lancelot's saying, that Hungary is like a dark horse, you don't want to mess with them. It might be a bet to take. You put 100 down, you win 230, something like that. So let's keep going down the bracket. That's where I see England. Group D. Group D is also a fun group. Netherlands, France, Poland, Austria. I haven't seen much out of Poland. Obviously, they got Lewandowski on the team, amongst others. Have got a squad. Netherlands, is it fair to say Netherlands is my dark horse team? Like, nobody's expecting Netherlands to win, but I think Netherlands also have a squad. Let's look at them. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick France to win out this group. I'm going with Netherlands next, then Poland, then Australia. That's how I see this kind of playing out. So the third place teams, that's going to be really interesting to look at. Again, if you're tapping in on Instagram and you want a better viewing experience, come find me. YouTube.com. I'm going to write it in the chat. YouTube.com/@eatprayball. Again, Southgate, it's yours to lose. France and Australia will pass. No way, Lancelot. No way you're overlooking Netherlands like that. So I guess Netherlands is a dark horse team. If really that's how you see them. I think they have a young squad. They're kind of similar to Spain in that way, where you're not exactly sure what you're gonna get, but they're set up really well under Ronald Koeman. They just smacked up Iceland in their most recent fixture. 4-0. I watched that game. That was a fun game, and that was the game that kind of reminded me of the young boys they have, of the talent they have. They don't have maybe the best tooth in attack, but let's look at them. Let's take a look. We'll also look on FIFA, but I definitely expect them getting out at least in second place. And honestly, they could really challenge France. We're going to get to France's team too. That's my team. That's the team I've picked to win this. So let's take a look. While we do that, let's go ahead and pull it up on FIFA too. It's always fun to look at a team and a team lineup when you're playing it on the video game. Let's see. Netherlands under Koeman is a bad team. That's crazy that you say that, because I don't really. I agree with you. I don't necessarily rate Koeman as an amazing coach, but man, I don't know. From what I saw against Iceland, and again, don't even let the score fool you, because it was really just more the eye test for me. Look at this team, man. Cody Gakpo up top with Memphis Depay and Xavi Simons. All good young boy players. Again, Memphis Depay got a little more experience. And don't sleep on Memphis, man. I think he's a baller. He's been a baller. He's been kind of playing that second or third fiddle role at Atletico this year. He's had a lot of injuries. That's probably another thing about it. But every time he's come on, even as a substitute, he's balled out. It actually might tell us his stats from this year as an attacker. Let's see. Is it going to open up another thing if I click player profile? Yeah, 5 goals and 1 assist, but only in 9 starts. So he played 23 matches. He came on in a couple of matches I saw for Atletico, and scored some important goals. Again, 5 goals, 1 assist, not very prolific, but again, only 9 starts. He was injured pretty much all year. Played behind Alvaro Morata all year. Look for him to just be that guy. He scored a great goal against Iceland too, but they called it back. They said there was some kind of handball in the run up to the play. But okay, so let's look at it, because we talk about depth, and again, this is not an England type of depth. This is like a young boy type of depth. But it's going to be fire, because if you don't have Xavi Simons out here, you also have young boy Jeremy Frimpong. Played for Leverkusen, one of the talismans of that team. Definitely a baller. He is the one who actually came in and beat his player down the line to give Memphis that assist. That, again, the goal got called back. But again, definitely can imagine Gakpo coming off the bench. Matter of fact, where the FIFA at? Definitely see Gakpo coming off the bench. Memphis Depay starting with Xavi on the left and Frimpong on the right. That would be a fire lineup, to be honest. Netherlands. Let's see. Let's take a look at them. Schutten in the middle with Reinders from AC Milan. Veerman in the middle. Again, all players. Where's Veerman play again? Plays for PSV Eindhoven. That's right. They got good young boys, good players. Virgil van Dijk, who I put Virgil on the Premier League team of the season last year, or this year. Folks were saying, why not William Saliba? Because I had Gabriel and Van Dijk in my team of the season. And for Van Dijk, for good reason. Van Dijk held his team together. Van Dijk had multiple center back partners between young boys and Konsa. Joe Gomez came on every once in a while. It's a lot different from the Joel Matip days. He was playing with Konate for a little bit until Konate got injured. Van Dijk held that defense together as best he could with all those changes. Trent kind of switching out of the back and going into the midfield. So he's definitely there. Nathan Ake, now an experienced center back / right back. Kind of still a makeshift right back. I wonder if again, we're gonna go on FIFA and see if maybe we play 3 in the back. I could see Ronald Koeman doing that, and doing Van Dijk, De Ligt, and Nathan Ake, the 3 in the back. Here, let's take a look at it, man. That's why we got this FIFA up, because it is something that will be fun to take a look at. So look, Memphis Depay, Malen, another person who can come in off the wing, give you depth. I'm not going to start Malen, even though I think he's a baller. Wijnaldum, another one. Steven Bergwijn. I got to double check if Bergwijn made the squad. Obviously, EAFC does not have Jeremy Frimpong in this lineup, so I'm going to keep Malen on the right side, but just know that this might have been Jeremy Frimpong for me. And instead of Cody Gakpo, I'm going with Xavi Simons, man. The young boy, he's balling, doing really well for PSV, Leipzig now. He used to play for PSV, was balling. They still got Eric Wijnaldum. We can see him. I saw him come off the bench in that last game. I forgot about Frankie de Jong. Is he injured? There's no way Frankie is not starting. He didn't play in this most recent one, but I'm pretty sure Frankie is up and ready on this squad. And if not, we'll double check. But I'm pretty sure. So Frankie de Jong in the midfield with either Schouten and Reinders or Veerman and Reinders somewhere in the middle. I could definitely see that. Man, Wout Weghorst. What a name. Forgot about him too. Boatman in the back. Danny Blind. Let's take a look at actually Netherlands squad, because Netherlands Euro squad, because they really do have players. Like, again, I even more so than I think Spain do in terms of young boys who can do something. Hold on, let's see. Kendall Leslie has joined the chat. What's up? Big facts, Lancelot. When Memphis is healthy, he is dangerous. Well, my boy OOKD. I think this is England's year. They got talent, crazy lineup. The boy. Facts. But I don't think it's England's year, unfortunately. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is Frankie de Jong out, Lancelot? Let's figure it out. I'm looking at their Euro squad right now. We can double check if Frankie's injured. That's why we're doing this a couple days before, so you can get picks in. You can figure out what you want to bet on or just who you want to watch. Let's see if Frankie de Jong's injured. Kendall Leslie says, also, somebody tell this man to get rid of that Xbox and get a PS5. Get out of here, bro. Xbox, we live in. Xbox Series S. Lancelot says Frankie's off the list. Let's take a look. We're looking at the Netherlands squad right now. Let's take a look. Yeah, let's look right here. Keepers: Bart Verbruggen, Justin Bijlo, Mark Flecken. Those are the keepers. I think it's Mark Flecken who's going to be starting, or is it Bijlo? One of those two. Who was the last to start? Who started against Iceland? It was Verbruggen. Okay. Verbruggen. I'm going to have to hit my boy up, my boy Giannini, who's over in the Netherlands right now over in Amsterdam. He's going to have to give us some pronunciations because we out. Let's see. This one, Gertrude, don't know him that well, 23 years old. Matthias de Ligt, Virgil van Dijk, and Nathan Ake. I fully expect these three to start. Stefan de Vrij, Daley Blind is on the squad. Mickey van de Ven, Denzel Dumfries. Didn't even talk about Denzel Dumfries, who also, yes, in a 3-back system could be on that right wing. And I would just have to see who would be holding up that left wing. But that is definitely one to look out for. Jorginho Wijnaldum. I don't know why I called him Eric Wijnaldum. Maybe I was thinking of Eric Wijnaldum earlier, but Jorginho Wijnaldum is on the team. Reinders is on the team. Veerman for sure. Ian Matson made it. Ian Matson, the young Chelsea boy, played for Dortmund in the second half of this year. Injuries are chasing de Jong, says Sir Lancelot. He's out due to an injury. Tough. No Frankie de Jong. Frankie, staying at Barcelona was probably the worst thing he could have done. I think it was Manchester United who was the biggest trying to get to him. But it was probably a smart idea that he didn't go to Man United. I'm not going to lie. But, man, Frankie de Jong is out with an ankle injury. That's unfortunate. Man, Ryan Gravenberch still making the team, 22 years old. He was the one, the young boy playing over at Liverpool. Hopefully he'll get some run, but I can't imagine it. We'll see. Up top, they have Xavi Simons, Wout Weghorst, Memphis Depay. Man, Frankie is a big miss in that midfield. I did not think about that, and that does change things a little bit. But Netherlands are still kind of my dark horse of the top teams because I do think they're getting out of the group. They're getting out of the group at least second. Memphis Depay, we talked about him. Cody Gakpo is going to come off the bench or start and really show us something. I'm really curious what Koeman does with him. Again, Jeremy Frimpong going to do his thing. Daniel Malen probably coming off the bench, but he gives that extra spark at the end of games. And Steven Bergwijn is on the squad. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting. Let's take a look. Speaking of depth, and the team who's probably the second most picked to probably take this trophy home, France. They look a good squad. Let's get out of here. I know EAFC hasn't updated the lineups for France, but we're gonna go through and just see what we would play with, what kind of formation even would you even think to play with France? Are you starting Giroud? There's a lot of things at play here, but unfortunately, like Lancelot has reported, appreciate you, Lancelot. Let's see. Koeman actually spoke and blames Barcelona for this injury. Of course, Koeman's going to blame Barcelona as he made his unfortunate exit away from the team at the beginning of last season, right? Isn't that when Xavi took over at the beginning of last season? I'm curious. Lancelot says Xavi Simons will be the surprise. I'm really curious what Xavi Simons does do. He scored his first goal just this past game against Iceland. He is dangerous. He's just a good player. Like, again, like outside of all the hype, he's been, one of the most hyped players since he was 6 years old playing in that Barcelona academy. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what he does though. He's definitely a player. And we'll see. We'll see what he can do. Let's take a look. We're looking at France right now. Let's take a look at France, baby. France is the team I've picked. I'm sure it will be them. We'll go through the bracket to see again, if once we look at the bracket, we might see that it actually might be very easy for England to get through, but we'll get to that. We'll get to the latter stages. Again, it's all things. We got about 20 minutes left in this live stream. We're talking all things Euros, everything to look out for. France is definitely a team to look out for. Check this lineup out. Obviously, Mbappe, the world's best player, probably will start up on that left wing. Giroud, they just tied Canada and didn't really look that good. Giroud is a legend for this team. Didier Deschamps kind of surprised some people by including him, but I could see, again, just having a different look up top. Especially in the Euros, you need that kind of depth. You need to throw different looks at them. I don't know if y'all remember in the World Cup when he started Giroud and Griezmann and pulled them off in something like the first half in the 40th minute. He was like, "This is not working," and then threw on Kolo Muani to do it. I think Thuram has had a really good season. I could see him starting very easily up top. Griezmann again in that number 10 position. Kingsley Coman, no, more like Moussa Dembele on the right. Christopher Nkunku is back on the bench. That'll be good for him. They have Wesley Fofana on here. He's definitely not on that side. We'll look at the France Euro squad too, just to make sure I'm not missing anybody because it's the defense I'm the most unsure about. Rabiot and Tchouaméni. I think it's about time for that Real Madrid partnership. This is what I would do. I would do Camavinga and Tchouaméni. Camavinga can play everywhere, apparently. That's what, obviously what they've done over for him at Real Madrid. We've also seen Deschamps in the World Cup play Camavinga in that left back position. He got cooked. I went and saw that game live against Tunisia. He got cooked. Let me see what Lancelot's talking about. Like England, for me, France only has themselves to blame if they don't win this Euro. Tough. Yeah, a lot of expectations on France, a lot of expectations on England. Who's deeper, France or England? We'll take a look because we got the squad list. We'll pop up. But yeah, I'd throw Camavinga and Chouameni there. I think Chouameni was a little unhealthy, but hopefully he'll be healthy by the time the tournament starts. He can shoot. Camavinga will be more of that holding six. Chouameni, I can see him. I mean, it might be like a double pivot for both of these players. But Chouameni has that long range shot. Don't forget about that. So he's gonna ball out. Konate, Koundé on the right back. Again, there's no certified right back for France other than Koundé. Koundé's been playing right back for Barcelona. I think he's a center back. It's tough that he's been playing kind of out of position, but he's an experienced defender at this point. So definitely see that. They have Konate and Upamecano and Teo Hernandez. I could see that happening. I'm trying to think what other center back have I seen. Give me a second. We're going to go through the France squad list because they are deep. And we'll see. We'll pull up their lineup versus Canada. I did not watch that game, by the way. I'm going to probably watch that later today just to see what it was, if they were just trying some things out, why they didn't smack up Canada like they really should have. But yeah, so also you got Coman coming off the bench. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the squad list. Obviously, I'm on EAFC. That's how I would build this team. I would definitely do this 4-3-3 with a floating 10. Griezmann is perfect in that position, and it helps link that midfield. That depth, like that midfield is great. Like I know they're young boys. I know Chouameni and Camavinga are young boys, but that's a great midfield. Let's see what they got in the back. They're going with goalkeepers: Alphonse Areola, Bryce Samba, and Mike Mannion. Mike Mannion's definitely gonna get that start. He's the youngest of those three keepers too, so he is just that guy, the AC Milan keeper. Benjamin Pavard, haven't thought about him. He's not on the yeah, he is. He's on the FIFA list as well. Ben Pavard, a right back who's kind of shifted to center back during his time, but he's been injured. We haven't seen him play a lot, but he'll be back there. Jonathan Klaus, another wing back option. Axel Disasi, who may very well start. I don't think Deschamps going to start him, but probably Chelsea's most consistent center back this year. So even if he doesn't start, that's good depth for him. He could definitely play that center back position. Deo Upamecano, I expect him to start. He's going to play well. Malo Gusto is on the French side as well. We talked about not having a certified right back, except for Jules Koundé. It'll be interesting. Like I could certainly see a world, in my FIFA world, I 100% would put Koundé in the middle with Upamecano and throw Malo Gusto on the right. Like he is a actual right wing back. So is Jonathan Klaus. So a lot to see there. Wesley Fofana is listed on the list, but I'm not sure if he will be coming. But Ibrahima Konate is also a center back option. So most likely I see Upamecano and Konate, but definitely could throw Koundé in there and throw Malo Gusto in there. Lucas Hernandez has got to be out. They're showing him on the list, but he tore his ACL in the quarterfinal, I want to say, of the Champions League, right? William Saliba, Deschamps has gone on record of saying Saliba is not going to get that starting spot. He doesn't fully fit in his role there, so we'll see how that goes too. But you ask any Arsenal fan, William Saliba is the best center back for France. I do think he's a good center back. I'm surprised that he's not getting more run, but he's 23. He'll have time. Teo Hernandez, I fully expect him to be starting up that left wing. He tore it up this year in Serie A and has torn it up traditionally for France. So we'll see him. Midfielders. Kefren Turam, not expecting him to start or really play that much, but a young boy nonetheless is going to be playing. You already heard what I've said about Camavinga and Chouameni, the two Real Madrid boys. I would start them both, but we'll see. Talk about depth. Warren Zaire-Emery, only 18 years old, but has been balled out in really important games for PSG this year. So that's some depth on the bench, as well as Adrian Rabiot. I know I keep saying Camavinga and Tchouaméni, but knowing Deschamps, I could see Rabiot starting. Rabiot has been kind of a consummate starter through the last couple of tournaments for Deschamps. So why switch it up now, right? Boubacar Kamara, not sure if he's even on the squad list. I know Nkunku is. Jordan Vertut, Youssef Fofana in the midfield, somebody who can come in and break up plays. We're going to see about that too. And then the forwards, it gets real exciting in terms of depth. I think actually France are deeper than England. I'm not going to lie. France and England definitely have the man. And we're going to get to Portugal too, because those top three teams do have the most depth. Antoine Griezmann, I expect him to start. I don't expect Giroud to start. We're going to see. 37 years old. He's the new LAFC striker. Can't wait till after these Euros to see him come play for us. But Kylian Mbappe, of course, Ousmane Dembele, those are who I expect to start. Randall Kolo Muani can play a part, especially in this really tough group. It just depends on how the first couple of games go. France's midfield, it's damn strong. Big facts, Lancelot. Big facts. It's a really strong lineup. And you're right. France will have themselves to blame. But I just, unlike England and Southgate, who I just don't think Southgate's him. But I sure do think that Deschamps has proven enough, being in the last two World Cup finals, that he knows what he's doing. So like even him bringing Giroud on and all this, people talk about, him not being able to figure it out with Benzema. But honestly, it seems like we've seen it. We saw Benzema play at the Euros and France didn't do that well. Like it seemed like Deschamps knew, it's about the chemistry of the team over just having the best players. France have some of the best players pound for pound in the world. So sometimes you really just got to yes, you need to field some of your best players, because that's how I feel. Always just put your best players on the field and let them do it. But when you're a team like France, where you just got the best players out the woodwork, you definitely want to play the team with the best chemistry. I'm surprised I'm not seeing. I don't think this is an updated squad list for France, because I'm surprised that my PSG boy Bradley Barcola is not in here. So we're gonna have to double check again. But Marcus Thuram, Kingsley Coman will definitely be there. We'll take a look at Moussa Diaby if it was indeed Barcola who made it over Diaby. But France is deep. I expect them definitely to get out of this bracket first place and keep it moving. Two more groups left. We got about 10 minutes to talk about this, and then we'll get into predictions. But yeah, 100% Lancelot. This midfield is fire. Ukraine, Slovakia, Belgium, and Romania. I'm just going to go ahead and throw Romania in at fourth for sure. Belgium, I guess I'm going to give first. Man, between Slovakia and Romania, I can see Slovakia getting in second place, even though I don't know anything I haven't watched Slovakia play. So that is just like a guess. Ukraine would be a great story if they can make it through. Definitely going to put them in third place right now and see how it goes. Romania did just have a couple of crazy wins, though, didn't they? Let's double check that real quick. And then, yeah, let's see the latest match with Romania. The Euros are coming. Sorry, that was just a little bit of Tourette's just jumping out. Again, if you're joining me over here on TikTok, what's happening? The one and only Jay tapping in. Oh, tapping queen. That's Ashley. Ashley is joining me on TikTok. But if you want a good experience, Ashley, come on over to YouTube, youtube.com/@eatprayball and talk Euros with me. We're going to be live streaming. We're going to be having watch parties. And having fun watching these games this this year, this summer. Let me see. I'm just looking at Romania. I'm just trying to see what their team form is, because I know nothing about them, but I could see them getting out second, even though I threw them at the very bottom of that group. Let's take a look. Ranked number 46 in the world, which is higher than Slovakia. Romania haven't won a game in their last 5 games, but they've only lost. They lost to Colombia. They tied Liechtenstein, lost to Colombia 2-3. Tied Bulgaria, tied Northern Ireland 1-1, but beat Switzerland. So they're gonna play Ukraine on Sunday. That's gonna be something. Lancelot says Belgium's been quiet. Big facts. You don't think they're gonna? You don't think you're gonna see much from them? Belgium's just interesting. It's like this. They're still in the golden generation, but they've kind of like faded away. They've got some team. They've got a team on them though. Let's go to Belgium. I like where your head's at. We're gonna get away from Romania for now. Let's take a look at Belgium, and their squad. I mean, you know me. I love Rom Lukaku, even as a Chelsea fan. I'm biased. I'm big body biased because I'm a big body. I want to see him do his thing. I saw a little blurb. Rom Lukaku is now hit the list of top 5 goal scorers all time for their country. Cristiano Ronaldo is number 1 on that list with some high number. I want to say it's like 170 something goals. Rom Lukaku is number 5 with 87 goals, I believe. He scored a couple in their most recent win, which I'm going to pull up right here. Computer slowing down, so if you can't see me, we're going to have to end this live soon. But no, we got to talk about Belgium and we got to talk about Portugal. Those are the last 2 teams I want to talk about. Let's go ahead and go to FIFA and talk about Belgium a little bit while I pull this lineup up. Let's go Belgium. Also, once they do finally update the squad list, they might hopefully update it by Friday. FIFA is going to be real fun to play and check these teams out. I don't know if Belgium's going to go with 3 in the back or not. Let me see who's tapping in. What's up, Ernst Mstein Sports? What's happening, bro? Greetings. We over here talking Euros, just chilling. Excited about the games. What team, Mstein, do you think will come out of the Euros, come out with the trophy? We're doing a bracket over here too, so you can give us your idea of who you think's coming out of the bracket. We're going to finish that up in a second. I just want to talk about the number 3 team in the world, Belgium, real quick, because they've been very disappointing in the last, 4 or 5 tournaments, Euros and World Cup included. It's just not enough. Mstein says France has got it. You're on my list, bro. That's the same squad I got picked, even though I've been supporting France for quite a while. So half of it is bias for me as opposed to like real strategy. But France really have, the best chance. Again, all the betting odds say it's England's tournament to lose. Not Germany, not France. They're saying not Portugal, right? They're saying it's England. But I agree with you. France, it's time for France to do it. Oh, you did your prediction already. All right, facts. Okay, so we're good. Mstein's done his prediction. We're gonna go figure out. I'm doing mine right now, so we're gonna go through it together and let's see where you landed, bro. Let's look at Belgium. Their last match. Who did they play? They played Hungary. No, they played Luxembourg. That's right. I just watched that game. That was Lukaku doing his thing. Don't sleep on Jeremy Doku. Okay, let's take a look at FIFA first, because that's the fun one. Belgium's another fun team to play with on FIFA. Again, I'm not really expecting much out of them. I actually expect more from the Netherlands than I would from Belgium. But in this lineup, I could see 4-3-3, even though I could easily see them going 3 in the back. And that's probably what I would do. I would go 3-5-2. or let's do something like this. 5-2-2-1. I know it looks kind of crazy, but I could see De Bruyne and Trossard. I can't see him starting. I see Meunier. He is definitely like an up and down the wing back. So is Yannick Carrasco, but I could see Yannick going a little bit more forward to kind of float in there with Kevin De Bruyne. And then we put somebody like, who am I missing on the wing? Who's their left wing back who would be up and down the wing back? I'm missing somebody. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what the lineup they just put out. Because they are a fun team. 3 in the back with FaZe. Let's see. Let's take a look at this team. Man, they started Jeremy Doku. I would start Jeremy Doku. Castagna. That's what I'm thinking of. Did I miss over him, or did I not see him on FIFA? I don't think he was there. But Castagna can get up and down that wing. Axel Witsel, they started in the center back, but I don't think that's going to happen in real life. But I can see him slotting in the midfield. They started Onana and Mangala in the midfield against Luxembourg. Really interested if Trossard and Doku play. If so, then a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3 might work out for him. I think Jeremy Doku's dangerous. I would definitely throw him out there. Lancelot said, is Eden Hazard's brother there? No, he didn't make the squad list, unfortunately. Maybe he's on the bench. But from what I saw of Belgium squad list, I did not see Thorgan Hazard there. I haven't heard much from Thorgan. He plays for what? Red Bulls? Used to play for Dortmund. I'm not seeing much of him. The Belgium Euro squad. Let's see, Euro 2024. Domenico Tedesco, their coach, replacing Roberto Martinez, who went over to start coaching Portugal. And we got to talk about Portugal because we got to talk about Cristiano and how he should start. Thomas Meunier, Wout Faes, De Blast, Maxim de Kuipe, Timothy Castagne, the Fulham left wing back, who I expect to start. Matt Sells, Jan Vertonghen. We'll see if he starts. Axel Witsel's there. Yannick Carrasco, I can imagine, might start, even though he's playing his trade over in Saudi Arabia. So it might be Kevin De Bruyne and Trossard. But yeah, no Thorgan Hazard on this squad. Oh, don't forget about Lois Openda, though. Openda is definitely a baller. He could come off the bench and make some noise. They got a lot of young players too. They have maybe a better mix than the past years of their golden generation. You know what I mean? Like maybe they have just enough young talent and experience in Lukaku and De Bruyne and Witsel and Vertonghen and those kind of guys. Maybe this is a more complete Belgium team. So definitely, I think they're top in their group. But we can look out for Belgium to make some noise. Let's get to the group. Let's get to Portugal, and then let's get to the knockout stages. We almost out of here. Portugal, maybe Group F is quite possibly the easiest group in the tournament thus far. Portugal, I'm gonna go with Czech in second. Turkey. And I'm sleeping on Turkey a little bit, but I just haven't seen a lot of play from them. So we're gonna have to see. And then Georgia getting out. Like that's how this is how I see the groups. And while we're at it, we'll finish this group off looking at Portugal's squad, because man, they got a squad too. And you know how we gonna do it. We're gonna use FC24 to do it. What we got? The big question is, does Cristiano Ronaldo start? A lot of people say he shouldn't start. Lancelot, Carrasco is on the final list. So we're going to have to see him. He applies his trade at Al Shabib. But, Cristiano says that you know that the Saudi league is equivalent to the French league. So there is Belgium is in a generational change. They're shifting, but again, they have so many talents from the golden era, right? Like no more Eden Hazard, no more of that, but you still have Kevin De Bruyne, who at 36, experienced, should be ready to do something more. You have Rom Lukaku, obviously, and then you have the young boys. Then you have the Opendas, the Trossard, the Jeremy Doku's. That's at least in the attack. Obviously, I'm only talking about attackers, but at least in the attack, they should be set up well, and it does look like they have been set up well under this coach Domenico. So we gonna see what Belgium do. Portugal, does Cristiano start? In my lineup, in my FIFA lineup, he absolutely starts. We gotta put some respect on this man's name. And after this goal he scored against Ireland, we're gonna look that up too in a second. But look, this is what I got. Leao on the left, definitely. Cristiano in the middle, Bernardo Silva up top. That's just like an absolute. No need to switch things up. I think Bruno Fernandes has always been an issue in this midfield because he just floats around too much. But that's just my personal opinion. I thought Bruno Fernandes was probably also the reason Cristiano didn't do too well at the World Cup. Or at Man United when he was at Man United that second season. But I don't know. He's a great player. They have talk about depth on these teams. Portugal got that depth. Portugal got a team. So we're going to see. Lancelot says, I'm so curious for Georgia about Kvaratskhelia. Hey, how many times can you say that? Kvaratskhelia. We can look at Georgia, but I'm not curious for Georgia at all, bro. I don't know. I can't see them getting out of the group at all. We're going to have to see. Back to Portugal, we got Bruno Fernandes, possibly Neves in the middle. There's also Joao Felix, who's going to be on the bench. Jota, who will be on the bench. We'll see if he, it might be him and like Bernardo Silva trading positions. Obviously, Gonzalo Ramos is going to be there. I don't think Sanchez made this squad. Mendes, I would start Mendes. He did well for PSG this year. Diogo Dalot, I would probably sacrifice and throw Cancelo on the right. Pepe, Pereira, Diaz. I could see Pepe still starting in this game. 41 years old this year. The defense is sketchy. I don't know. Like Pereira didn't even start or play a lot at PSG this year. So I'm not sure how he's going to do it. Let's go ahead and throw like Paulinho in the midfield. And again, I think it's going to be more of like a 4-3-3 holding kind of, if I'm talking FIFA language, EAFC 24. That Diaz, obviously Ruben Diaz, the Man City center back, and Pepe. I mean, this is a squad. Mendes on the left, Pepe and Diaz in the middle, Cancelo on the right, Paulinho holding down the 6 with either a Neves. Who would we put in the midfield instead of Neves? I forgot about Guerrero too. Guerrero could easily come in for Mendes. Shoot, we could put Bernardo Silva in the midfield, throw Jota up top or Felix, but we'll go with or Felix, I should say, but we'll throw Jota in there. This is a squad too. Like, look at this squad. Portugal have some depth. They don't have as much depth as France and England, but they got a squad, definitely, and they got absolute ballers on this team. I could see them really, really doing something. Portugal will be in semifinals. Lancelot, I believe you. Yeah, I agree. Portugal definitely be in the semifinals. All right, let's move on. Let's keep it going. I need to predict the 4 best third place teams. So again, I'm not seeing Georgia getting into no third place, Lancelot. Let's just go ahead and put Italy as a matter of course. They're a good enough team. They should do well. But again, this is a tough group, right? Like if a lot of these teams end up dropping points, and it just becomes a close battle to get to the first and second spot, that could put Italy in a bind where, like if they tied Spain and, beat Croatia or lose to Croatia and tie Spain, everybody will probably beat Albania in this group. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing, or you guys are looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, like if that happens, if they drop too many points, then it'll be the other teams that did better. So like if you think about like a Germany, Scotland, Hungary, I could easily see Hungary and Scotland drawing, Hungary beating Switzerland. And maybe it's close against Germany, whatever. But they would have more points than if Italy were to lose to Croatia and tie Spain. I could also see Hungary tying Germany, but not really. I think Germany's definitely going to beat Scotland in their first game, so it's going to be tough between Scotland and Hungary. But anyway, all that said, I'm throwing Italy. All that said, I'm going back on myself. I'm still going to throw Italy as one of the top third place teams. I'm going to go ahead and throw. Man, I would love for Ukraine to get into the knockout stage. I want to go ahead and throw them in there. I'm not seeing it's already tough to think about them getting third and doing really well, but I could, they could get results against Slovakia and Romania, so they could definitely get in. Let's go ahead and put Hungary there. Again, top 4 third place teams get through. Let's go ahead and put Poland there just as a matter of course, see what Lewandowski can do. I'm not seeing Poland really getting there, but we'll move because I can't. No, you know what? Let's go back. I could easily see Serbia getting into the round of 16 as a third place team. I could easily do it. So I'm going to have to sacrifice Poland. I know it sounds wild. I hope when I went back on this, I didn't just refresh and then suddenly I have to make all these picks over again. That would be crazy. But while that goes, let's see who's got any predictions. Let's also tap in on IG. See if anybody's tapping in with me on IG. Who are y'all thinking are going to win the Euros? That's what we're talking about. Yep. I went back too far on this one. I'm going to have to go forward again. Don't press the back button when picking your teams on this thing. Andy Critton says, go back to A and C, please. We're going to get there. Bro. Or you know what? It's all saved. You can go back on YouTube and you can tap in with me, bro. But my boy Lalo says pull up to goals tonight. Man, I got a knee injury, brother. Unfortunately, I'm out. I'm just gonna be sitting at home watching these games while I heal my knee. Man, what's going on? Let's can we go forward in this? We're gonna go forward. While we do that, let's look at Portugal's final squad. Computer moving slow today. We're gonna get there. Let's see what the tournament brackets got. We're just gonna get through the quarterfinals. But yeah, to my point about Portugal, Ronaldo's got to start, man. Lancelot says, call me a madman, but Hungary is your dark horse. I think you're a madman. I think Hungary will get to the round of 16, but I don't know. This man said they will be in the semis. Lancelot, what are you saying over there? What they got you smoking down there? No, I let's see how the bracket goes, and let's take a look. Can Hungary get into the semis? That's what we're going to look at. We're waiting for this tournament bracket to load. I don't know why it's taking so long. Probably because I'm streaming and recording and doing all this other stuff. Wow. They did not save my bracket. So we're going to go again. Group A. Never press the back button. Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland. What's happening, TikTok? If you're joining, come tap in with me live on YouTube, youtube.com/@eatprayball. We're over here in the chat. I'm here with Lancelot and some others. We are just going over the Euros. We're just trying to go down each group and see what we got going. Group B, I have Croatia getting out first, España second, Italy in the third position, Albania fourth. Group C, England has to get out of this group top. It'll be their own fault if they don't even make it to the final. Followed by Denmark, Serbia, and Slovenia. Group D, a pseudo group of death. France, Netherlands. I'm going to throw Poland in that third position, and Austria is not making it out of that group. Group E, Belgium got to make it out this group. Got to top this group. Followed by, I'm going to go ahead and say Slovakia is going second. Ukraine's going to get that third position, but that'll be close. And then Romania. I can't see Romania really doing it. Group F, quite possibly the easiest group. I've said Portugal needs to come out of that first, needs to come out of there with 3 wins too. They got the talent. Again, I see Mendes starting on that left and Cancelo starting on that right. That's going to be a squad with Rodri in the midfield. Portugal should be getting to the final too, but we're going to see how it irons out if all goes this way. I'm going to have, I think I said Czech, but I'm going to go ahead and put Turkey second, Czech third. No, I'm going to put Czechs. Turkey second. And I'm going to put Georgia last. That's what I'm going to go with. And then going down to the teams that are making it out of the group, four top third place teams. I'm going to go with Italy, Hungary. Man, I want Ukraine, so I'm going to say Ukraine. Let's see if Ukraine can pull one out and get to the round of 16. I think I'm really sleeping on Poland. I probably am, but we'll see. I'm over here. I'm watching Joao Cancelo score against Ireland. Portugal really dismantled Ireland. I'm watching this game right now. So this is a squad. This Portuguese team have a squad. Cristiano scored 2 in this game. Baller. Absolute baller. If Cristiano doesn't start, Martinez is going crazy. Like, I don't understand what he's doing. I have Serbia getting out. So I'm going to have Poland and Czech not making it out. Again, I think Serbia can get some points in this against Denmark and Slovenia. Shoot, even England, possibly, if England mess around. Poland, I just don't think they're getting enough points in this group against Netherlands and France. I can see Poland losing to Netherlands and France and then even tying Austria. Like, I don't see Poland doing a lot. And then Czech could get some points. Czech could easily beat Georgia, but I think Ukraine really has a chance against Slovakia and Romania to get some points and get top 3. So that is where we're going. Let's pull on into the end of the bracket and get to the end. Again, what's up, TikTok? If you're tapping in, tap in with me. Come subscribe. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. YouTube.com/@EatPrayBall. That's where we're talking this. We're talking Euros all day. Again, Brazil play USA. I'm from the USA. I'm really excited about the Copa America. That's coming. They play Brazil in a warm-up game, let's say, today after we got smashed against Colombia. Expecting to see something different, but we're going to be talking Copa America all next week. Same time, 10:30 a.m. Pacific time on Wednesday next week ahead of the Copa America. We're going to be doing the same thing we're doing for the Euros for Copa, doing all the brackets, all that stuff. But here, round of 16, I have Croatia beating Hungary. If Hungary get out of the group in that third position, they would be playing Croatia, and I think Croatia will easily slide through. Germany, I'm going to have beating Denmark. Even though it looks easy. If Portugal plays Serbia, that's going to be a tough game. Might go to PKs, but I'm going to have Portugal go ahead and push through. I'm going to have Netherlands play Slovakia, and hopefully they'll beat them. Between Belgium and Italy, I'm expecting Belgium to do it. Like you saw the team I said. Poland has Lewandowski and the goalkeeper. Yes, Poland do have a team. But like you said, Portugal and England do have easy groups, Sir Lancelot. We're gonna see how they fare. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking that you know, even though Poland do have Lewandowski, and I haven't seen a lot of them play, but the games I have seen them play, they don't look that interesting. You know, it's the eye test, but just how this bracket is ironing out, this is what I got for that. So we gonna see. Belgium, I got beating Italy, even though I could easily see if it comes out this way and Italy comes out of a group third and ends up having to play Belgium, Italy could steal that from Belgium. And scenarios like that for Belgium have happened in the past. Hopefully it doesn't happen this time. France has got to beat Turkey, and I'm going to go ahead and say France has got to beat Belgium. That's a tough route for Belgium, unfortunately. And then England can play against Ukraine, and I can have England beating Ukraine. I'm pretty safe with that. Spain or Scotland? That's an interesting one. I want an upset in this somewhere, and I don't see any other good enough upsets. So just for the sake of upset, you gotta go with it. I'm gonna have Scotland beat Spain. Let's just see what that would look like. Then England will have an easier route. They'll play Scotland, even though I would love to see England play Spain. I would love to see England play Spain, but I'm going to go ahead and have Scotland beat Spain just for upset's sake. They got a squad. Between England and France, that's a really tough semifinal, man. That's a really tough, quarterfinal. No, semifinal, yeah. We go straight from the round of 16 to the quarterfinals to I guess it's the round of 8, not the round of 16, the knockouts. No, this round of 16. 2, 4, 6, 8. There are 32 teams in this. So yeah, round of 16 to the quarterfinals between Croatia and Germany. I might have Germany slipping by Croatia. I think that would be an interesting matchup. Germany is playing in Germany. After all, I expect them to do relatively well. Man, one player I haven't seen, and I think he is on the squad, though. I think he has made the squad. My boy Serge Gnabry. I want to see if we did talk about Germany's squad, but I want to make sure Serge Gnabry is actually on the squad. Forwards: Maximum Bier, Nicholas Füllkrug, Kai Havertz, Thomas Muller. Check Thomas Muller. Always out there, still playing. In the midfield, they'll have Florian Wirtz, Leroy Sané. That's who we talked about. Toni Kroos, Jamal Musiala, Gundogan. So no Serge Gnabry. So it's going to be between Leroy Sané on that wing, Toni Kroos in his last major tournament before retirement. There's a lot to play for Germany. So I have Germany going to beat in Croatia. I definitely think that's going to happen. That's possible. Between Portugal and the Netherlands, anyone's guess, but Portugal is the favorite. I think Portugal will get through and play Germany. And what a semifinal this would be if this comes to fruition. Portugal versus Germany, and then France versus England. That would be sick. From here, I mean, it's been all bias up to this point anyway, but from here, I would want to see. I don't think England's beating France. I just don't. It's crazy that England would be on the same side of the bracket as France if they win their group. So that's just how these brackets iron out. I mean, it makes this really tough to predict, but I think France is going to edge out England like they did in the World Cup, basically. And England played really well against France too, but I'm picking France. And you know what? Even though I would love to see Cristiano in a final at one of the last major tournaments of his career, it is Germany. Man, that's going to be tough. But could we get a repeat of 2018? Or what was that? Euro 20? I guess World Cup was 2018, so the Euro was 2016. Man, it was that long ago when Portugal played France in the final and beat them. 2016. Could we get a rematch? I'm going to go ahead and say rematch. I think Portugal have enough firepower to get past Germany. And then from Portugal and France, again, this is Killian's time, man. This is GOAT time. This is what I'm saying. France, Spain, or England and Spain in the semis, says Lancelot. I can't see Spain getting this far, man. I got Spain getting upset against against Scotland. Is that wild? I got Scotland upsetting Spain. So we're going to see. Euro 2016, France, Portugal. Yes. So we might get a rematch of this 2016 France versus Portugal matchup. That would be, Lancelot, tell me that wouldn't be hella fun to see this kind of rematch. Yes, sir. The rematch. Yeah, I think that's what we want. And from that, I'm picking my boy. He's on the GOAT track. He's on his way to Real Madrid now. Let him get a Euro under his belt so he can have a World Cup, a Euro, and then he's certified to get a Champions League next year. So we're going with France for this one. And this is the bracket. That's crazy. Is this wild? Is this wild that I have Spain going out in the first round of the round of 16? We're going to see. We're going to absolutely see. TikTok, if you're with me, come tap in with me. We out here on YouTube. This is how my bracket goes. I got France. I'm going to save this image and I'm going to post it on the socials. I'll post it on Instagram. But that was fun, man. That's what we got. Looking forward to the Euros. Again, let's see the schedule real quick. Euro 24 schedule. Yes, sir. First games kick off this Friday. I'm excited, man. This is going to be a summer of soccer. Again, we got Paris Olympics happening next month. We got Copa America starting next week. And we got the Euros again starting this week, starting on Friday, the rematch. Lancelot says, let Marco Rossi cook. All right. You heard it from Lancelot. Look, Lancelot, this is going to be saved in YouTube so we can always go back to it. If Hungary does the damn thing, man, I'm gonna send you something personally. I might send you we gonna do something. But maybe we should do like a bracket challenge. Like maybe again, this is all through UEFA.com. There's another one that is on Instagram. We're gonna do something like some kind of bracket challenge and see who wins. But I'm really curious. Marco Rossi coaching the Hungarian team. We'll see it. We'll see what he does. All right. The last thing I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna pull up the schedule. I'll just give you an idea of which games I'm gonna do live watch parties for, so we can, if you're watching, you can come tap in with me. There should be a good amount. Let's see. The match schedule. Man, the Euros got it on PDF. We might have to throw this thing. Oh yeah, this is a little too awkward to view this way. We can view it this way. Let's take a look. All right, match day 1. Friday, the only game we have is Germany-Scotland. Big game for Scotland. Again, I'm picking them to come out of the groups. I'm picking them to come out of the group second, right? So we're going to have to see what they do. But Germany, Scotland on Friday. Then Saturday, we got a whole slew of games. We got Spain versus Croatia. That should be good. Italy versus Albania. Italy should win that, no problem. And then your team, Lancelot, Hungary versus Switzerland. That's the first chance. Am I live streaming all the games? No, I'm not live streaming all the games. It just depends on the hour. Spain versus Croatia, let's see, is at let's go to your Euros. Fixtures. Spain, Croatia is at 9 a.m. on Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. So I will, it depends on the hour, Lancelot, but I will most likely Definitely tap into that one. So we're building a live watch party schedule together here, right? So Saturday, June 15th, tap in with me. Germany, Scotland, tap in with me for the first game too. I'm gonna go live. It's at noon this Friday. So we'll be going live. I got some work to get done, but be going live and watching this game and doing work at the same time. That's what we're gonna do. So yeah, tap in with me. I'm gonna post the schedule to Instagram as well, just so you know. But we're going live for Germany versus Scotland, the first game of the Euros. Always exciting to get that first game in, the host team playing. Saturday, I'll go live at 9 a.m. Pacific time for Spain versus Croatia, because that's a big game. It's definitely one to watch. Sunday, Poland, Netherlands will be interesting. I'm not going to go live for it. It starts at 6 a.m. I'll probably be watching it, watching the replay. Definitely be watching England versus Serbia. Probably not going live on Sunday, though, at all. Definitely going live. Again, I'll let you know the live schedule, but definitely Saturday, 9 a.m. at Spain versus Croatia. Tuesday, Portugal versus Czech. Should be an interesting one, but I won't go live again. Wednesday, Croatia, Albania, Germany, Hungary, Scotland, Switzerland. Thursday, Spain versus Italy. I'm going to go live for that. That's at noon. So we got that going. Yeah, we got a huge summer. My dog, Lancelot, we got a huge summer. Tell your friends, tell whatever, tell whomever, come tap in. We're going to be watching. We're going to just be on live. I'm just going to be live streaming all of this kind of stuff relatively daily. But again, not daily. Saturday is the next I'm going to be streaming the game Friday and Saturday. And then the next time you'll see me stream is for the Spain-Italy game next Thursday, June 20th. I'm also going to go live again to talk ahead of the Copa America. That will be on Wednesday, June 19th, next Wednesday, 10:30, same time now. And we'll go through some of the teams. We'll go through that a little bit. Netherlands, France, Friday, June 21st. Definitely going live for that. That's going to be a good game to go live for. So yeah, I'm gonna put together a live schedule. We're gonna do that because we're gonna also have a live schedule today for the Copa coming up. I'm not going live for USA versus Brazil. I'm going to do these watch parties when the actual competition starts, but I best believe I will be watching USA versus Brazil. I might go live on like TikTok or Instagram at halftime or something just to talk about it. But my brother, we have a long and exciting summer. Lancelot, I appreciate you tapping in. Anybody tapping in from Instagram, again, you want to see the next time we go live or whenever, come tap in with me on the youtube.com/@eatprayball. We gonna be here all summer. It's gonna be a cold summer, and then we got the Olympics pulling up later. So a lot to talk about, a lot to do, but hopefully this was like a good, full encompassing Euro show. We're gonna do more live shows, have more fun, and grow this community more and more, bro. Hey, Lancelot, I appreciate you tapping in. Again, we're gonna be here all summer, so keep it going. We're here. We're gonna be live doing our thing. Again, that's what we do. Eat, pray, ball. We're just watching soccer. It's all for the love of the game. Really excited about some of this stuff coming up. So yeah, more to come, brother. You said sorry for spamming my chat with Hungry. Listen, yo, if Hungry do their thing, hey, it's all for you to win. I'm gonna try to see if I can put a link up on my Instagram and even on YouTube for people to come build their own brackets. And like Lancelot, if you want to do that, if you want to build your own bracket through the UEFA site, you can. And we can we can do like a little pool, see who wins at the end. I'm gonna be jumping in on a lot of people's brackets. The Footy Travelers are also having a bracket, so there's a lot going on. And also by way of the live stream, my boys over at my boy Javi over at Immortals Project, he's got a great summer program going for young ballers who are looking to kind of take not only their game, their skills, but their mentality to the next level. So we got that coming up, and he runs this thing called the Gauntlet, where it's literally 1v1, like you've seen on YouTube, you may have seen on social media. We're going to be live streaming the Gauntlet Make sure to tap in. Then I'm gonna have kind of flyers popping up on YouTube and Instagram soon. But we're definitely live streaming from the Gauntlet. It's in Bell Gardens, California. We're gonna be on a field. Got ballers who are going to go 1v1 and try to beat the keeper. And we're going to be live streaming it. It's going to be hella fun. So shout out Immortals Project. Shout out Javi. And we're going to get that going too. So more to come. I appreciate you tapping in on the live stream. Lancelot, I will see you Friday. And again, USA versus Brazil today, 4 p.m. Pacific time. That's going to be an interesting game. It's definitely going to be an interesting watch. Make sure you tap in for that. Otherwise, I will see you Friday for the opening day of the Euros. Again, I got France. I'm going to be throwing up some clips from this stream, so we all know it's real. But we know I'm picking my boy Kylian Mbappe, and Kylian I trust. It should be a really interesting and a really exciting Euros. See you Friday, my bro. Everybody else, I appreciate y'all tapping in. I will see you Friday. Eat, Pray, Ball. Look out on the YouTube or check my Instagram, instagram.com/eatprayball to see what the live schedule is. Again, I'll throw it up on my stories and I'll tell you, every time that I'll be watching live, and I'll just throw up the link. That's how we're doing it. We are watching soccer all summer. All right, y'all. Let's see. I'm going to try not to get hit with the copyright, but I'm going to play the Ball Around the World theme for like 10 seconds as we get up out of here. I appreciate y'all tapping in. It's the EPB Ball Around the World special. Every Wednesday at 10:30, I'm also just going live to talk about what I've seen. So come tap in with me. Come tell me what your thoughts are, and come watch these games with me. I'll holler at you soon. Lancelot, peace out. It's Ball Around the World. We out here. Theme song. Where we at? Yes. YouTube, don't hit me, man. This is my own rendition. Ball Around the World. We out. Ball around the world, ball around the world. EPB, yeah, we balling around the world. Ball around the world, ball around the world. Eat, pray, ball, we all around the world. Ball around the world, ball around the world. EPB, yeah, we balling around the world. Ball around the world.